big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
No gain on the dump-off. It's 2nd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Check three. Topper.
On first down, Murray. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And the numbers for Latavius Murray last time out. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball? And in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And Denver getting set to take the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. they don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the set. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
To throw is Breeze. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On 1st down, Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. A good pickup there of 22.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. On first down, it's Murray. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense trots back onto the field, and we take an in-depth look at Royce Freeman. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end Fant, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, Hilliard. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6, and the Saints now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism. A little more bounce around the locker room. A little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10.
Here we go.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
He's not going to get me.
They'll set up a throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Check. Fresno.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So we have an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run, it's Murray. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down and 6 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. In for the score. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Looks good on the extra point. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, Hilliard. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw complete downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Breeze now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Brees going to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands.
Touchdown, New Orleans! A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense trots back onto the field, and we take an in-depth look at Royce Freeman. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
16 yards. First down, Broncos.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Sanders has it over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And
this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go with Murray again. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. But he's got a first down to boot. Breeze now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Ready? Kill.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the fullback, Zach Line, and it's a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Check. Opposite.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Open man is Michael Thomas. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Murray. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Check.
To throw is Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Ready? 5-8. You're good.
They'll run on 1st down. Murray. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Breeze now to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like